You launch your e-commerce brand, sales pick up, and you start scaling. But eventually, you hit a wall. Revenue flatlines, and repeat purchases drop off. Behind the scenes, things start breaking. Fulfilling orders takes longer, mistakes slip through, and your customer support inbox fills up with complaints and lost package inquiries. This chart explains why. The x-axis shows rising SKUs and features. The y-axis shows operational delays and support tickets spiking aggressively alongside them. Notice the danger zone, where managing this volume of options starts dragging down the growth you built. Reaching this specific point forces a choice. You have to decide exactly how you're going to push past the plateau, and the standard scaling playbook might actually be the trap. The natural reaction to stalled growth is to add more product variations, new marketing campaigns, extra pop-ups, anything to try and capture a slightly wider audience. You have to ask yourself if expanding your catalog is actually solving the customer's problem, or if it is just creating a maze they have to navigate before they can buy. High-performing brands do the exact opposite. Instead of piling on new options to force sales, they systematically strip away products and features to scale up. These brands scale by offering emotional relief. Customers choose them specifically to eliminate frustration, uncertainty, and wasted time from their lives. When every competitor is offering endless variations, your strongest advantage is providing a completely frictionless, calm experience. Look closely at the add more strategy. You end up launching products that only appeal to a tiny fraction of your audience, and you spin up fragmented promotional campaigns to support them. Your team's attention gets sliced into thinner and thinner pieces. Inventory becomes harder to track, and your messaging loses its focus. You might pick up a few niche sales on the margins, but your core customers, the ones who actually drive your revenue, suddenly have to dig through options they don't want. When a shopper lands on a site with too many navigation tiers, their cognitive load shoots up. It feels like wandering through an unorganized warehouse. That sense of being overwhelmed replaces predictability with anxiety. When the process stops feeling easy and safe, shoppers leave without finishing their purchase. Trying to mimic a big box retailer by throwing a massive catalog at your buyer dilutes your strong offers and actively drives your best customers away. A calm brand takes a different approach. The first step is identifying weak products and low-performing features and cutting them completely. This requires a real trade-off. You have to be willing to walk away from the small trickle of revenue those legacy items bring in. By removing the noise, the few items that remain suddenly command more attention. Customers perceive a tighter, curated selection as more intentional and trustworthy. You then take the resources saved from managing bloated inventory and redirect them into clean design and highly predictable website copy. Product pages proactively answer objections. The checkout process removes unnecessary fields, and post-purchase emails use reassuring language instead of generic, robotic notifications. This diagram illustrates how the Calm brand structures the journey. It's a straight line from discovery through checkout right into post-purchase reassurance. Because emotional memory outlasts product details, that feeling of ease becomes a lasting advantage. Giving up a few edge case sales to build a completely smooth, reliable buying process creates repeat behavior that endless selections simply cannot match. Mapping these strategies side by side shows complex brands suffer high operational drag, while calm brands run efficiently. This split focus spikes support volume and inventory errors. But proactive communication keeps informed customers patient, shifting overall brand perception from risk to pure reliability. Buyers start to associate the chaotic brand with risk and friction, but they view the focused, curated brand as a reliable, comfortable choice. You cannot fake a calm customer experience. It strictly requires a disciplined, focused operation behind the scenes to deliver that emotional ease. To execute this, you need to run your business through a subtraction audit. First, review every product and site feature. If it doesn't add meaningful, measurable value to your core buyer, it's just creating noise. Second, walk through every single customer touchpoint. Ask if a step provides absolute clarity or introduces a microdose of anxiety and hesitation. Third, look at your current marketing efforts. Evaluate whether managing multiple campaigns is preventing your team from executing everyday operations perfectly. By clearing away all of this excess weight, your strongest offers and best operational systems become highly visible and effective. If you're a founder driven to scale, throwing a dozen new initiatives at the wall bleeds efficiency. You must untangle the operation. Stop adding to your plate today. Find products lacking a clear return and cut them from the lineup. If you manage operations, use this framework to advocate for fewer SKUs. Point out exactly how simplifying the catalog will lower internal costs and shrink the daily support queue. If your focus is building the brand, recognize that maximizing a customer's lifetime value depends heavily on removing friction that makes buyers nervous. Even rewriting an unclear shipping policy or removing one unnecessary form field boosts repeat purchases noticeably. When markets are saturated with options, the highest performers will be the businesses that combine ruthless internal simplicity with an externally calm,